Finally, we're back.
Yep. What do you mean, finally?
I don't know. I blame you for our breaks taking as long as they do.
What a coincidence. Because I blame you.
Thankfully, once again... who am I kidding? Lots of things are happening lately.
When are they not?
Lots of things in... We've been covering, politics over and over again, which is genuinely not what I'm trying to do. But this stuff is just so silly and absurd that I would feel like, it would feel incomplete if we didn't, revisit these topics. And unfortunately, every single time I go back to them, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna pull up some, wacky stuff on the end. And all the, politic crap ends up being the wacky stuff. I don't have time to surf Reddit and, pull up some, nonsense from there.
It's pretty difficult to dabble in the political stuff when the political stuff is... It's basically impossible to make up. It seems made up, but it's so ridiculous that... it's basically unbelievable. There's no way of not covering it.
Just to remind everyone, Trump almost got shot 3 weeks ago and no one cares anymore. That's how quickly things are moving now. Last time we sat down and recorded, what's on screen is going to, spoil a little bit, but yeah, this dude, she hadn't even announced who she was running with last time we recorded. And since then, people stopped caring that Trump got shot. She got announced. And now this. Our last recording is literally talking about, Biden, he just, stepped down. Finally.
You could literally show me anything in this next clip, and I would be unfazed.
I don't even think there's a point in playing this clip, to be honest. It's just, them walking out and being like, I'm really cool looking, aren't I?
You could play this, and then it could reveal that the audience is entirely comprised of circus clowns, actively working circus clowns, and I would be mildly amused and not surprised.
If you listen to Trump, this whole crowd is AI, but we'll get to that story in a bit here. But yeah, that is a story that we're going to be talking about.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for that schizo theory.
There's nothing really to discuss here in this first story other than that this very boring looking guy next to her is her running mate. This is the governor of Minnesota. Name is Timothy Walz. That's what I call him. He says, Chasen, you can call me Timothy. Call me anything else and I'll kill you.
Also, the AI thing is definitely not true, because... look at that.
No, obviously not. That's just cope from him because he's, really butthurt that his crowds are getting smaller and hers are getting bigger.
Yeah, I don't think anybody legitimately believed that.
I don't think he even believes that.
But...
he's a chronic liar, so he might end up believing it once he starts telling the lie long enough. But,
is that how chronic liars work?
Kind of, they'll stop caring whether it's true or not, and only that it benefits them. Therefore, if you don't believe them, you're wrong, therefore what they're saying is true. It's a weird, mental phenomenon going in that gentleman's brain right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Always. He only recently started lying.
Whoa!
That just started happening. Things are going a bit rough for him.
Dude, imagine...
That bullet scrambled his brain.
Imagine if, documents came forward just proving everything he said was, irrefutably correct.
I don't know why you guys didn't believe me.
That would be way more, earth-shattering than anything else that's been going on.
He said, injecting light into people's bodies will cure COVID.
Imagine if it's true, though. Imagine if that was true.
I tried telling you all. You all wouldn't believe me. He would be smug and insufferable about it. So
No, he'd be completely humble.
I'm
the humblest guy I know.
nothing
What are we
much.
watching this for?
Just wanted to say, this is this just repeating? Because I know for a fact I've seen him turn around that exact way right there.
This is the best day of his life, so he's...
I mean, unironically, yeah, I guess if I got selected to be vice president, it would be the best day of my life, too. But, unironically, this was actually a very good pick from her. It's such a good pick that I'm honestly surprised that she made it. Because I just assumed she was going to go with the most incomprehensibly, unpopular moron she could pick. Like, what Hill Dog did.
Well,
what Trump is doing.
Wait, did you just call... Is Hill Dog Hillary Clinton? Did you just make...
She asked me to call her Hill Dog.
Ooh,
I'm
like
that.
Hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
Listen... Hill Dog gets what Hill Dog
Don't say
wants.
Hill Dog again. Other than this guy clearly having, like, more than a year left to live, what's so special about this dude?
He's like, first of all, he's the governor of Minnesota, so he's already got, like, a whole state worth of support there, and Minnesota is a state that she needed to flip to help her in the election.
Okay. That is a pretty strategic move.
But he's also, like, just a good politician. Like, he's basically Bernie Sanders if Bernie Sanders were remotely politically competent. He's been, like, pro, like, gay rights since the 90s. Like, openly pro-gay rights. He doesn't own a single stock. He doesn't take any, like... He doesn't take any corporate money or very little of it, like, as little of it as he needs to survive, from what I understand. He, just in the past, like, year, signed, free school meals for every student into law. Like, there's this really funny, clip of him signing, like, free school meals into law, and, like, all the kids and people cheering him on and, like, hugging him and shit. And then it cuts to, like, this was in the same week, is why these are being juxtaposed together. It cuts to, like, a Republican governor signing child labor back into law, and the students, everyone just, like, around him, and the kids are just, like, not cheering at all, but she's just holding up the thing, like, yeah, like, all proud of herself that she signed it.
I did it!
Yay, I'm getting so much money for this! He's also turned Minnesota into, like, a gay sanctuary state. Like, if you're escaping, like, a right-wing crap hole state, you can go there, and there will be services set up for you. Like, if you're a gay teenager that got kicked out of their parents' house or something, you can go to Minnesota, and there will be shit available for you to take advantage of.
Alright, that's pretty sick.
He's a Marine veteran. There's like videos or like, yeah, pictures of him like hunting and like shooting guns and shit. But he appeals to the slackjaws that care about that. But he was also like a school teacher. He has a bunch of pretty progressive policies, like as progressive as you can feasibly be in American politics. He's a good choice overall. And Kamala has said that she wants to, like, practice what he did in Minnesota all along amongst the rest of the country. He's also insanely pro-union, and, he's a good choice. Like, there's pretty much no two bones about it.
Well, he is... I was wrong. I'm surprised. I would have been less surprised by a stadium full of clowns.
Genuinely, he, like, picking him has, like, revitalized a lot of people's energy and made them want to vote for her. Like, it was a very good choice from her, and I'm surprised she made it.
Yeah, that's a super smart choice.
That's the boring part of this out of the way. Let's start getting into the funny things. This is him signing the school meals into law, by the way. Oh, breakfast and lunch.
So sweet. Yeah.
What if he just took a bite out of one of these kids and no one addressed it?
This may have actually, like, breathed more life into, like, the
campaign. Her campaign was like going gangbusters before she picked this guy.
No, I mean, like, people are, like, I don't think it's any secret that people are getting pretty fed up with, like, voting in general, and with the whole political world. So with something like this, it probably breathed some new life into the government, which is, you know.
Unironically, I think this dude and even Kamala herself, as much as I don't believe her ass is genuine, I think is kind of a sign of these fucking geriatric psychopaths are kind of on the way out. At least, like, to a degree where the new generation is at least willing to throw us a bone every once in a while to justify us not storming these buildings and having our way with them, I'll say. There's no...
Make it sound dirty. It can be.
I was going to say, it could get dirty. We'll see. But, yeah, this dude is surprisingly good.
Yeah.
There's not much else to say about him.
I've become so jaded over the years, though, that I feel like this is just sort of like the, like, carrot.
He could be lying.
No, I feel like this is like the carrot held in front of our faces. It's like, hey, see, we're not all evil. See, we got a good one.
See? This one thinks children should eat food.
See? Don't eat us.
That's good enough for you to not want to destroy us all, right?
Yeah, that's how I feel about him. Which, like, I'm sure. Well, first off, I think that she's almost definitely going to win now.
Yeah.
Also, I think that going forward, they're gonna make the next 4 years. Wait, the maximum. Like, if she gets elected again, is that 8 years?
Yeah, the maximum is 8 years.
So she'll probably get elected again. But
if her first term goes well, she's kind of politically like a fucking nincompoop. Like, she's very awkward and seems to, like, trip over her own dick when she's trying to talk constantly.
I mean, if she can't talk, I'm fine with that if she's able to make good
Tim
decisions.
Walz is way more of a people person than she is, so they'll probably be utilizing him to fucking, like, do a lot of these
I have no problem with her being a goober.
In general.
I have no problem with her being a goober so long as she's actually good at her job. And if this was her idea, if this was her strategy to get him as her VP, that's the smartest move that I've seen in office for as long as I've been paying attention.
Unironically, this is probably one of the smarter moves I've seen Democrats make in probably, like, almost fucking 20 years of, like, even vaguely paying attention to this shit. It is surprising, and, like, listening to him talk is also cool because he doesn't talk like a plastic alien robot man like the rest of these degenerate lizard people that are leading us.
Yeah, they're not like literal cartoon characters.
No, because this dude was in the military and he was a public school teacher. He knows how to talk to normal people. He's interacted with a fucking human being before, which makes him different from other politicians just on that alone.
Yeah, he's not some trillionaire's goon seed.
Fucking
my daddy
saw his dad twice in his life, and each time he handed him a couple $1 billion.
My daddy married a prostitute for publicity and then nutted me into her, and now I exist. He is very disappointed.
Let's hear how he talks here. Oh, motherfucker, that was way too loud. Or
loud?
Quiet.
I gotta tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy.
Is in reference to Trump?
To Vance.
I don't know who
Because
that
they'd
is.
be J.D. Vance, Trump's couch dolphin fucker,
Oh yeah, that one.
Jorkin de Penis Vance. He because
Jorkin de penis.
yeah,
Is there a reason why that should stick? Because I really want it to stick.
because his name's J.D.
Oh damn it!
Jorkin de Penis.
All right, guys, you gotta boost Jorkin de penis.
There are memes about it. There's a lot of memes about J.D. Vance.
Everybody, boost Jorkin de penis. That has to be in the history books.
But yeah, they would debate each other just because they're both vice presidents. But here's what he has to say about doing that.
This guy probably beat his ass.
Just starts stomping his brains out on stage.
Oof.
Look at Kamala laughing. That was another reason she picked him, is because he's just, like, apparently very charismatic, and he was making them laugh their asses off.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna need charisma.
This
She
bitch has got
doesn't
none.
have any. What, did you fall out of a coconut tree?
What is that bullshit she says? Not unburdened by what has been.
Oh yeah, she
Or
really
whatever.
thinks she's cooking with that one.
Yes. I still have that fucking episode, by the way. I gotta upload that. Where we
yeah, do
covered
it.
that. Here's J.D. Vance wearing eyeliner.
Okay, I
Speaking
thought I
of-
was tripping for a second.
Speaking of Jorkin de Penis.
It's to make his baby blues pop.
He's getting ready for a night on the couch after this, I guess. Here's him without a beard.
I mean, like, I'd subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Holy shit. This is what I would look like without my beard. Complete with the eyeliner and the fucking G-string on under the suit.
G-string that goes up over his shoulders.
And here's another funny J.D. Vance thing. Here he is wearing drag in college.
Hell yeah, dude.
There seems to be an awful lot of these Republican dudes like to dress like women and suck cock. Isn't it?
Yeah, most of the time when somebody's like, I really dislike this thing that I have no particular reason to dislike, it's usually because they're like, I really like this thing.
He was sucking this dude off so hard after this picture was taken.
Realistically, I don't think so. I think he probably did this as a gag. But
Yeah,
I like to think
that's
so.
how a lot of these Why do so many frats just do gay shit and then they're like, it's just like a joke?
It's like, it's not that good of a joke.
I mean,
It's an old joke, and you're not really doing anything creative. You just showed up in a wig and a skirt.
not gonna lie though, it is kind of doing something for me.
If you really committed to this bit, I might think it was funny, but like, he didn't. It's kind of like,
What do you mean? I was showing you how hot this dude is days ago.
I don't know, man. When you do that like edgy humor and it's just like the same shit every time, it's more cringe than it is funny. Because at a certain point, it's just like you being a dick.
I see no humor to be involved in this.
Yeah, it's
This is a
it's not
beautiful
good.
woman.
Okay, man. Your joke is also cringe.
See, is this even edgy humor? Was this considered edgy when he did it?
I don't think it was like that edgy. It's like not that hot button.
This is just more of that homoerotic shit that frats like to do.
Yeah, it's the same joke. It's like, I'm gay. I'm
I don't want
I'm
to.
in drag.
This is being done because it's funny, not because I'm thinking of fucking him behind the dumpster after this.
Isn't it funny because I'm dressed as a woman even though I am not one?
I am wearing a bra and G-string under this to commit to the bit. A wink.
I have a cock restraint currently on my penis, and it's also forcing a sounding rod deep into my bladder.
It's called my fingers pinching him off.
No, you've seen those, right? Those, like, they're like chastity belts, but just for your cog and balls.
You're making me sick.
You've seen that, right?
No, I don't watch sounding shit. It makes me want to puke.
I mean,
Somebody who doesn't like Trump.
What the? I did not press play.
how have you not seen that?
I haven't looked into it, I guess.
You don't have to look into it. You know what sounding is, but you don't know what the fucking, like, ball cage is?
We are very far afield of JD Vance right now.
I would look it up, but I'm 99% sure we'd find a picture of somebody wearing it.
We'd probably
Basically-
see it if we checked my Reddit history.
Basically, the cage just keeps, like, prevents your dick from getting hard.
Yeah.
It just keeps it tiny.
You've been talking about a chastity cage this whole time?
You know the technical name for it?
That's
you
not a
degenerate?
technical name
the
for it.
chastity cage. I
That
said
is
the
what
thing,
it-
and you were like, you were talking about a chastity cage the whole time.
Yes.
First off, it doesn't keep your penis from getting hard. It just keeps it small.
Holy shit, shut
gets
up.
hard.
Let's move on to this already.
It gets hard. It's just teeny weeny.
I don't even remember what's in this video about JD Vance. I picked it for some reason, though. Oh, yeah, I think this is him talking shit about Trump.
Somebody who doesn't like Trump. Myself, the elites were right about Donald Trump, right? I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
He's the best president of my lifetime, and he revealed the corruption in this country like nobody else.
I can't
Wow, a two-faced politician who doesn't mean jack shit when he says it?
Yeah, that's the
What?
real JD Vance. What are you talking about? Who's the real JD Vance? It's the one that's lying to you all the time.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I didn't vote for Trump. All around, he was a great president. I'm 37 years old. Certainly the best president of my lifetime.
He does need to keep that beard on. And the mascara. Fuck it.
Honestly, dude, mascara is fierce. I don't care who's wearing it.
I've
I've thought
never
about putting on mascara.
I've never worn mascara, but I bet I would fucking slay cunt with it, or however the saying goes.
I've worn it before, but not, like, out anywhere. I let my mom put makeup on me, and she took a picture, and it was cursed.
I put it on, but then it ran down my face because I started choking too much. Here's another video about him. This is one of the weird. The reason, like, why people calling this dude a weirdo sticks so well is just because of this kind of crap.
Because he is one?
Yes, because he's a Christian fundamentalist weirdo. I am glad people are pointing out how weird the shit these people believe, like, is.
It's
Like-
about time.
Like, there's really... It's crazy how you can, like, make a concise, well-reasoned argument against these things, and people will, like, alright, let's hear both of them out. But if you point at this, go, that's pretty cringe, bro, and then make a farting noise, people will go, wait a minute, that is cringe.
I didn't even think about that.
Ugh, that is embarrassing.
Ew.
Wait a minute, you... Not wanting to give women abortion rights is pretty fucking gay. And then people are like, wait a
Fuck, I
minute.
didn't even think about that.
That is gay! Oh my god!
Ew.
What does he... This is some shit about childless couples, he says. This dude really hates people who don't have kids.
Hold on.
Signals via the best way.
Hold
No,
on.
I just wanted you to cut it back. I wanted to hear if this was... I want to hear
I don't
his
think it's-
full stupid argument.
I don't think it starts here. You're in trouble, by the way.
I am?
How dare you not have kids, you fucking monster.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about getting a vasectomy just so I don't have to worry about that. Because,
You don't
God
get laid
damn.
enough to worry about that.
you don't know that. You don't.
That's true. I also don't. That's
You know
why
what's-
I know.
You know what's part of the reason that's getting in the way? I've got swimmers. And that's fucking horrifying.
We all do.
Not for long.
This... I'll point it out when he says it, but this dude says...
Next generation actually exists. So I think sending those signals via policy, but the cultural messaging of politicians is important. I also think, just to be a little stark about this, I think we have to go to war against the anti-child ideology that exists in our country.
Fuck yes.
A few weeks ago, there was
I've been saying this for so long.
I forget even what caused it, but there was this ridiculous.
First off, go to war is like kind of a chill out. And
He's not.
ideology? You mean being poor?
I imagine that is why most people aren't having kids right now.
Yeah, being poor and mentally ill.
Just.
It's like, I don't have the money or, like, the emotional stability to properly raise...
I don't even walk my fucking dog. Why would I take a kid to school?
Yeah, I know for a fact I could not raise a kid. For a fact. Like, I could toil for the rest of my life and give a kid a passable childhood. At best. And I could, like, throw my every vertebrae in my spine out of place in the process. I could work myself absolutely ragged and do, like, a meh job.
I think I'd be pretty good at raising a kid, but goddamn is it expensive.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'd do, like, a meh job.
I think I would save a lot of money by tossing them in the woods for weeks at a time.
Then they'd come back and you're like, good job, you didn't die. Here's a bowl of potato soup.
Oh, sweet. Good job, kid. Here's banana peels and potato skins.
Figure it out.
I saved them for you.
Figure it out, kiddo.
Effort by millennial feminist writers to talk about why having kids was not a good thing, why they were glad they didn't have
Fuck
kids,
yeah.
and even encouraging people who had children to talk about why they regretted having children.
Go
which, of
after
course,
those
is
pieces of
Mother's
shit.
Day. Yeah, on Mother's Day, which is like psychologically deranged to ask mothers on Mother's Day to talk about why they regretted having children. And what it made me realize is that so much of
I mean,
What?
even people who have kids and like them, if they're remotely honest, will tell you, like, yeah, I have some regrets about having kids. Every decision comes with, like, regrets.
Yeah, there are tons of people that have kids and they're like, yeah, I love my kids, but, like, that
I
was a
wish I had
bad
saved
idea.
that money.
Yeah.
Or not even that it was a bad idea, just it came with things that I regret happening.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had some more time to myself that whole time, or I wish that they hadn't costed me so much money, or I wish that he hadn't stuck a fork in the electrical socket and burned our first house down.
As if somebody could afford a house these days.
Burned my first rental unit down.
When I hear about my parents' story for, like, how they had kids and, like, got together, every single time it makes me wish I could travel back in time and, like, beat some sense into them. 'Cause no, there was no reason that they should have done any of the things that they did. And I think that goes for most people. You shouldn't be having kids.
I also kind of don't think most people should be having kids. Like, I don't trust most people to take care of a fucking dog, let alone a kid.
Yeah. There's no reason that like, anyone listening to this, there's no reason why you should be having a kid right now. Actually, ever. Don't have kids. It's irresponsible, and, don't do it.
Having a kid is fine if you're remotely competent at taking care of them, but I don't think a lot of people are.
And you're not living in the end times. Which we
Unironic-
are.
Unironically, people scoff at this idea, but I do think that how a person raises, like, a pet is probably a good, like, indicator of how they'd raise a kid.
Yeah.
Like, obviously they're not one-to-one, but if you've proven you can raise one living thing competently, you can probably, like, jump up a tier at that point.
Yeah, I'd say take some trial runs for sure.
But yeah, he's saying, like, he's saying, like, no one who has kids has any regrets about it. But yeah, they probably do. There are probably plenty of people who don't have kids who maybe have some regrets about it, but overall, at the end of it, like, are like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't have kids.
I
Like, maybe when they're really old, they might be like, huh, kind of wish I wasn't dying alone right now. But otherwise,
mean, like, how often do you meet somebody who was planned? Just think about that.
pretty much no one I wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Pretty much no one I've ever met was planned.
Yeah, because, like, and that means that every single person that was born unplanned, which is most of them, had to have plans rearranged in order for them to exist. So pretty much every time it's like, shit, all right, well, I better move my whole life around.
People
That right there is a regret.
people poo-poo on the movie Idiocracy, but I think real life is kind of closer to how that happens, where it's like, dumb.
Having a kid when they very shouldn't.
Holy shit, I just realized that was unplugged for a while there.
Oh, joy.
Probably only like 5 or so minutes, but I'll have to cut that out. That is annoying, though. We had some good takes there.
Whatever, we'll stop our eugenics talk. Which is actually what we're talking about. That's crazy.
Yeah, we were discussing the positives of eugenics. What did we say that I liked? I said that if you're gonna have kids, you should test for it.
Hold on. Let's not leave that out in the open like that. Let's wrap that up with a bow.
No, let's just leave it there.
No.
Because we also gotta move on soon.
Having a financial
Elite culture.
benefit, like getting financial aid for or additional financial aid for raising a kid, could be used as an incentive to pass comprehension tests to ensure that you're not an idiot raising a kid. That would be a good one. But my take was to just socially, maybe not ostracize, but look down on people who aren't responsible parents, and make that more normalized.
Yeah, society's in favor normalizes abusive parenting too much.
Yeah, they're doing their best, okay?
Mediocre.
Maybe not. Maybe it's not okay.
Who haven't
What does he
found out
say
in their
here?
career what they thought they would, right? And the thing is, everybody can be an exceptional mother and father. Not everybody can be an exceptional journalist at the New York Times. And not enough people
Who are these goobers?
have accepted
Who
that
cares?
if they put their entire life's meaning into their credential, into where they went to school, into what kind of job they have, if you put all of your life's meaning into that, you're going to be the sort of person who asks women to talk about how they regret having children. You're going to be a sad, lonely, pathetic person, and you're going to know it internally, so you're going to project it onto people who have actually built something more meaningful with their lives. I think we have to go to war against that ideology and the people behind it, because we need to say to the people in my hometown, I've seen this with, just to be honest, with my sister. I love my sister is just the best person. I love her to death. And sometimes, she'll say things to me like, maybe I should have delayed having kids. Maybe I should have went to school. Maybe I should have did this or that. And it's like, Lindsay, you've been a great mom. Your children are happy. They're healthy.
I think we got the gist of this. I don't feel like sitting around for 20 more seconds for him to make his point.
I don't even think... I think that is his point. I think it's just so weak that there's, like, nothing to argue with. It's just like, no.
Here's more of his, hey, look, 20 more seconds, so it adds up.
Your life doesn't have meaning unless you have kids, because what other meaning could you have in life other than, making more of it?
What do you mean you didn't splurt your half of DNA inside of another person?
My understanding of the world is so limited that I can't understand quality of existence beyond basic biological function.
Pro tip, rub her left labia for 2 minutes. That gets her nice and warmed up.
If you don't
I only like to eat and fuck. I don't like anything else.
nearly the same voice. When you go to the polls in this country as a parent, you should have more power. You should have more of an ability to speak your voice in our democratic republic than people who don't have kids. Let's face the consequences and the reality.
Don't people who have kids already get tax breaks in this country?
Why would they get more, sway for, having Why would they get more political
I
sway
guess
for having
the
kids?
idea is, well, their choices actually will affect future generations, which they're making.
Everyone on the planet is a sociopath and doesn't care about anyone other than their own lineage.
Like me.
Give votes to all children in this
But no, hold on.
I have the parenting instincts of a fucking pelican. I will eat my weakest child, and I will kill any other child that is not mine.
I still don't get his point here, because you're effectively given money for having kids in this country, so how much more incentive do they need at that point?
I'm not gonna make more slaves for you, man. Sorry.
That is the actual reason these guys are freaking out about birth rates, because they're realizing, wait a minute, when we get old, we're not gonna have anyone to, like, take care of us.
Whoa, it's crazy. It's almost like you didn't treat your workforce properly, and now they don't want to make more. It's almost like that's why you don't penny pinch over anything, over every little thing. It's almost like you should give us some money. Make our lives slightly
Imagine-
worth living.
Imagine having enough money to, like, raise these kids that you want us to have so badly.
Dude, imagine having that be like a feasible possibility. Imagine having enough money to be like, yeah, I could afford a kid and still live a life that is even remotely fulfilling beyond, just watching my jizz grow.
Oh man, I gotta throw that thing out already. It is starting to chunky. To get
Man,
to chunky. I did. I have no idea.
starting to chunky.
I have no idea what I was trying to say there.
That is gross.
That is a gross way of putting it, isn't it? All right, let's speed through these last ones because they're not as funny as the dolphin fucker.
Wow.
This is something I wanted to cover though when it first happened. Here are the first shots of Trump's ear after he started taking his bandage off. I'm surprised this wasn't a bigger deal when it started happening, but
Hold on. Before we go anywhere, I want to just drop my thoughts in immediately. This looks schizophrenic. Like, looking at his ear to be like, I can already, like, in my head, I'm already thinking, like, look, it's not his real ear. They replaced Donald Trump after the assassination because he was actually killed, and this isn't actually him. See, there's no bullet wound. Just these panels make me think schizophrenic theories.
I mean, that is what people are saying, because when you look at his ear, that doesn't really look like... There's,
are
like,
people
no...
legitimately saying that...
That people are trying to say, like, you see, he wasn't actually shot. But, like...
There was blood.
Yeah, where was he bleeding from, then? Fairness to them,
He was just having a brain period.
I guess he fell so hard that his fucking ear started bleeding, according to these people. Like, he ruptured his fucking eardrum getting tackled by Secret Service.
No, it definitely hit him. I don't know how deep it went, but it definitely hit him because he made a noise when it hit him. He was like,
Look at that. Everyone point and laugh at the incel. Why is he shooting at me? What did I do to him?
No, honestly, I'd respect that more if he was just, like, the guy shot him and he was just like, laugh and point, everybody, laugh and point.
Ha ha, you missed. Ha ha, you can't do 2 to 3 out of 10. Ha ha, I mug you. Just starts Fortnite dancing. Like, I honestly don't know how to answer this because I don't know where is this little keloid here, is that supposed to be like where the bullet nicked him? Because cartilage takes, like, notoriously long to heal up. So if he got hit in his ear, it didn't take any cartilage off.
Yeah,
It probably literally just nicked the skin off of it if it's completely healed up right now already.
Yeah, that or they just use, like, billionaire money to just reconstruct his ear out of, like, orphan souls or something like that.
They had, like, a fresh ear growing in a vat of stem cells already.
They just, like, dragged somebody in and, like, chopped him up with a butcher knife and then, like, reconstructed the ear out of his body.
This is actually a few weeks old, but I did want to discuss it already because I've been forgetting about it. But yeah, isn't that weird? That shit looks fine.
It's not that weird. There's, like, a little indentation. Here, give me the... Yeah, right there.
That thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's what
little-
I'm looking at.
This is most likely where he got hit, and it's it's not that deep, and it's also not that deep. Like, you guys are... Anyone who's, like, freaking out about this, it ain't that deep. It went through
He
here,
could also
knocked
be...
a piece of his ear off. Who cares?
Also, if it did, like... Yeah, no one even cares about this shooting anymore, so it's a moot point. But even if it did shoot off part of his ear, wouldn't he just put on a fake one? I don't think Trump is gangster enough to just display his, like, fucked up ear.
I'm sure he would.
Let's see.
I'm sure he'd do anything to get the publicity at this point.
Let's hear what he's saying here. This is like... I don't even remember when he said this, but,
And again, Christians, get out and vote.
Get
Just
out.
this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You gotta get out.
I love the way this fucker talks so much, dude.
He looks like an unhealthy level of red. Like, I'm colorblind, and he is, like, startlingly red.
Well, that's a good thing you pointed out you're colorblind, because his ass ain't red.
Oh, okay. What
But
color
he's
is
definitely... he's, like, orange. His classic orange hue right now.
that? Okay, well, he looks like... He looks radioactive.
Get out there, Christians! I love you, Christians!
I love you,
I love it when you vote for me! I love you when you give me your money! Fuck, the way he talks is so funny. But yeah, that is, what a thing to say. Get out and vote. This will be the last election. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Let me be president again. I'll fix it all. I'll fix it. I'll be the big boy.
I'm gonna make Chihuahuas bigger again. That's my promise. The first day, these Chihuahuas are getting too small. I don't like it. I keep stepping on them.
I've been buying bicycle pump factories. We're going to pump them up, make them big again.
We're gonna pump these Chihuahuas up. They're going to be normal dogs. You won't even be able to tell by the end of it. You're gonna be like, whoa, it's this wolf over here. And I'm gonna tell you, Johnny, that used to be a Chihuahua.
I'm also gonna unscrunch the pugs.
I'm going to squish the wiener dogs back together. I'm gonna pull the pugs' noses out. Me as president, imagine it.
I love the doggies. Honestly,
Love the dogs.
I'd like him more if he was just that dumb. If he was just like, I love doggies. I'm gonna make them biggie again.
You gotta think, these dogs, you hear them breathing, they don't like it very much. They don't like breathing.
Especially when I give them lots of biscuits.
He practically does say shit that dumb. It's just not that entertaining.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just slimy. He says that stuff, but it's just like, give me money, please.
This dude is not... The purpose of that previous one was to show you that Trump is kind of not having a good one the past, like, few weeks now. Kamala doing so well in the polls was a bit of a... Clearly made him kind of, like, go off his rocker a bit, but since she announced Tim Walz, he's really going off the deep end. For some reason, these fucking morons just didn't have a line of attack prepared for her at all, it seems. Because they can't decide on how to go after her. Because everything they try to go after her with, you can turn back on Trump. Like, she's corrupted, she hates democracy.
It's like you're trying to be a dictator. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's clear he's having a bad time.
Don't point that out.
It's clear he's having a bad time because it looks like he's hard-boiled.
Maybe that assassination, like, shook him up more than we thought, but I don't know if he's that introspective either.
I have no idea.
I almost died, oh my god, the world is spinning.
I almost died for nothing, I'm gonna lose anyways, oh my god. They're gonna kill me, and I'm not gonna be president.
Let's hear what he has to this is one of his lines of attack here, let's hear it.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
Diversity, equity, inclusion?
What it literally stands for?
That is
Give me a
literally the
definition
words.
then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition.
Keep in mind, he's talking to a bunch of black people right now.
I like how he just keeps repeating. Give me a definition.
What
What's
does
the
that
definition?
mean?
What's the
DI?
definition?
I literally don't know what those letters are.
Every time you start to explain it, it falls right out of my stupid little head. I'm thinking about the doggies.
I've heard D and I've heard E. I don't make it that far when I'm saying the alphabet. It trips me up past the H.
When you say D, I think Dalmatians, and I think about all their little spots and how cute their flappy ears are.
We're gonna power wash the spots off the Dalmatians. That's my first day promise as president.
I'll just make them white like my supporters.
Kamala Harris is only on
You guys like white things. You tell me all the time.
No, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So,
Hold on, we gotta rewind it. I missed something.
to find it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So,
Okay, let's be real here. That is probably why she was picked to be vice president.
Yeah, honestly.
Being very real here, she was not picked because she's remotely competent at this shit.
I mean, if the most recent move was
I'm
her
brown, I'm allowed to
choice-
say these things.
If I'm not, so
He's not, so
I'm
he has to
walking on
be
thin
careful.
ice here. But if her most recent, and this is not, I'm not saying this because I'm white. Let's just put that on the record.
Be very careful here, buddy. I could get away with saying things that you can't.
He has a magnum leveled at me. I can see it over his monitor.
If he says the N-word, I'm gonna kill him.
But if the most recent, like if her choice of VP was her choice, that shows that she has like a political savvy that is far superior to her social skills. So if that's the case, if that was her idea, props to her, and there's probably more to her than being a diversity hire, but given how completely unfunny and uncharismatic she is, I cannot see a reason why she
Her
was chosen other than diversity.
Her first being picked is absolute. Like, Biden literally said beforehand, I'm picking a black female before he ever even started looking for a vice president.
Okay,
If
well that
Kamala
seems
was-
like a nail in the coffin.
So yeah, he's right about that. Unfortunately, it seems like they are too stupid to find a way to like imply that tactfully.
Yeah, also in this case, it doesn't seem like it matters because it turned out better than him anyways.
Yes, they did. It came out better than the generic white guys who were running previously.
Yeah.
I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know. She
How
was
does
black
his hand
until a
symbols?
number of years ago when she happened to
That
be
means
black.
Indian.
Now
Also,
Her
she
Indian.
was always only Indian. She was always Indian. Yeah, man, that's how genes work.
That's-
when you're born to a certain race, you
Turns
keep
out
it.
humans can be more than one race at a time.
I thought it was like a morality thing. Like when you became a good boy, your skin turned pale.
And when you're, I was always told that when you're the darker your skin, the less God loves you, and I held that to heart. I might be wrong about that in hindsight.
My Christian friends tell me I'm right though. I love my Christian.
I love my Christians. I love you, my Christians. I love you.
she wants to be known as black. So I don't
We're
know.
doing the Trump impression a bit too much this episode,
I
but
want to
it's-
completely devolve it to the point of not being recognizable.
She obviously doesn't. Because
people say they like our impression.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you guys have poor taste.
It's funnier in real life, I promise.
It's not.
she doesn't. Because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I think,
believe that she is a
somebody should look into that.
Just to remind you, he's talking to a bunch of black reporters right now. And this is where he's unveiling his fucking first attack against. You know, she's not even black. I think she's pretending. I think her skin's painted on, not gonna lie.
Somebody should look into that. I think she's actually 4 raccoons in a skin suit.
My skin's painted on, why can't hers be?
They paint me orange because it's fun. I like to be the Cheeto man.
In a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really don't
have
know.
said.
I mean, I really don't know. Could be. Could be. You're on.
Just commit to what you say, you pussy.
Ah, God. He's so lame.
I don't know. I just don't even know.
I don't know.
She's a half-breed mudblood. I'm just saying, I don't even know, really.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make you like me, so I'm not going to say anything that'll for sure make you not like me. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and hope it goes well, because I don't actually believe any of the things I say.
That high yellow mulatto bog witch. I'm just saying that she was a different race before.
What did you fucking say?
I said high yellow mulatto bog witch.
What does that mean?
High yellow. That's what light-skinned black people are called sometimes.
High yellow?
Yeah, I heard
What?
that. I hear that in the Boondocks a lot.
Really? I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's doesn't seem to be used a lot. I really have only heard it in the Boondocks.
That feels like that feels
Different
like
ra-
new age racism. That feels like summoned from the ether.
Considering Kamala is Asian and black, it's
High yellow is like, whoa.
Whoa, that's very racially charged.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I can feel the heat coming off of it.
Good thing I was just quoting Trump there.
Yeah, totally, Jason. High yellow bog witch. Is that what you said?
High yellow mulatto bog witch.
What's mulatto?
Mulatto is another word for mixed race.
Holy shit, dude. Where did you hear this?
I think I also heard that on Boondocks, but I added bog witch just because that's my latest highly sexist gendered insult that I've been
Dude,
gravitating towards.
That's got some power behind it.
Does
You
that
gotta-
not sound like something Trump would say, though?
No, I don't think he could come up with that. He'd just call her like a bitch and move on.
I'm working with level 3 racism here.
Dude, that was like a high tier spell. You gotta give warning before you say some shit like that.
Trust me, I can get very creative without evoking any censors.
The room is warmer now that you've said that. You actually heated up the room with that.
Hell yeah, that was basically a fucking dragon shout. Like the N-word itself.
You're inventing new dragon shouts.
What does... Holy shit, this has to be turned up a bit. Can you, do you know where the...
Volume button is?
Yes, it's in the top left corner. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Damn, bitch. You always this quiet?
Is this the same interview?
Yeah, it's the same interview, but a different part. She starts getting really snarky with him. It's funny.
Today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You have journalists calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid.
They were losers.
You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort.
Who hasn't?
So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
First of all, don't look me in the eye. Second,
Well, I don't think I've ever been asked the question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say hello. How are you? Are you?
that was the begin. I forgot, that was the first question she asked.
Holy shit, dude. His response to all that was just like, yeah, you called us a bunch of names. You've been super rude to all of us the whole time. What's your response to that? First off, lower your
you.
tone. Who do you think you're talking to?
First of all, don't look me in the eye. I don't like it when you guys look me in the eye. You know what I mean by that.
There's a reason why they call you minorities.
It means you mind your
Tag!
priorities.
He just like stands up, starts getting like red-faced and pointing at her.
Not even speaking English anymore, just snarling at her.
Getting winded from it.
And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done.
I love the blacks. Love me some coloreds.
I think it's disgraceful that I came here, lowered myself to talk to you, and you have the audacity to ask me naughty questions. You were supposed to tell me how cool I am, and then you were supposed to lick my boots.
That's how all my other interviews go. I tell you what, my daddy's rolling around in his grave. My daddy who gave me a small loan of $1 million. He's rolling around in his grave knowing I'm talking to you people right now. But I decided to bring myself down to this level to talk to you, and you don't even tell me hi.
I've been having asthma attacks breathing your dirty air.
Including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers.
Fuck, look how his neck just like overflows out of his collar, dude.
Like pulled taffy.
Historically, black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term
Like
financing.
algae hanging off the top of a fucking cave wall.
I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told, man.
It looks like when you like pick your nose and you get like a dry booger, but it's still like wet in the back, so it's just got like a thread of
So it
booger.
just pulls out snot with it.
Yeah, it's just got like a long like tentacle of snot. It looks like his head is the dry booger, and then the rest of his body is the wet booger being pulled out of the nostril.
What if while we're watching this, a second assassination attempt happens?
He gets the bridge of his nose this time.
It shoots through his ear again.
Same spot.
False pretense. And then you said you can't do it with Zoom. Well,
We're just like, holy shit, no one talked about this second one.
Hold up. I think he's going like crazy crazy here, because he's saying like, you lured me here with false pretense, and
Turn
then
it up a bit.
You said I couldn't do this over Zoom. I think he's saying that, like, the false pretense was that they were supposed to, like, suck his dick. And
yes.
then he wanted to do this over Zoom because he didn't want to appear to these dirty, lesser beings.
I think the real reason is that he wanted to be able to rage quit if they started asking him tough questions.
Probably.
I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something.
He's bitching that they were late.
Very nasty question. I have answered the question. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my
Fuck yeah, King, you tell him.
Okay, dude.
question and answer period, especially when you're 30
Why would he say it if it wasn't true?
your equipment to work.
You were late to this event that I was early to, so you shouldn't ask me naughty questions. You're very mean, very rude, mean-spirited. You hurt my feelings.
I debased myself by coming here and talking to you people.
And I do mean capital U and lowercase people.
And I did people question mark X quotation marks.
No.
I didn't even get a Rolex or a Cybertruck. I guess that's a bit of a teaser for another clip coming up very soon.
Oh joy.
See, we're gonna have to speed through these because I want to finish these this session. But here's a funny video that this made barely any headlines, but it's still kind of a crazy. It's crazy and like, how the fuck does this dude still have videos like this coming out?
Because he's an idiot.
He is an idiot. But he's golfing, and I guess the person with him is filming him covertly. This motherfucker has had so many videos of him filmed covertly while he's golfing. He has to just stop talking while he's out here.
Yeah. Also, who golfs?
Gay wads.
Agreed.
I'd golf with Trump. That would be insane.
Honestly, yeah, he'd probably pull out a bag of coke and then take out, like, the heaviest club and fucking thwack it while he's, like, the flag's right in front of him.
I would know the entire time he was, cheating, but, I would probably be stealing shit from him the whole time, like walking up to his bag when he's not looking and taking his Rolexes and shit.
Dude, just swap all your clubs with him, too, because he's probably got, like, good clubs.
I probably have better clubs than this guy.
I doubt it. Dude, his
I
clubs
have good
probably have,
clubs,
like,
so.
genuine, like, dolphin bones.
Just, I don't think that would help.
Maybe not, but they'd probably be worth like a house.
I would probably, like, look into one and pull out fucking classified documents from one of the pockets on his golf bag.
Probably, and it'd have like a drawing of like a dachshund at the
Just-
corner of the page in crayon.
Compress? Question mark? And it's just like, and it's, it's just like the blueprints are just like in like a fucking like squishing machine. It calls it that, squishing machine.
It's just like a document on like a space laser that is specifically meant to like burn third world countries.
There's a
and
new-
in the corner, it's just like, the Shar-Peis, I don't really like their skin. It's yucky.
Pomeranians, shorter cotton candy hair?
Question mark?
Let's hear what he has to say here.
That old broken down pile of crap. Yeah. It's a bad guy. He just quit, you know. He's quitting the rest. Is that right?
I don't know who he's talking about here.
And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. It's so mean. It's just so fucking bad. So I just can't.
Holy shit.
He sounds so tired putting his gloves on.
Yeah, he's winded in a golf cart.
Yeah. She's so bad.
She's a fucking
bad.
bitch.
It sounds like he's masturbating while saying this.
Holy shit, could you imagine the sounds this dude makes while he's
I don't
fucking?
want that. I don't want that in my head.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was president, you know?
They tried to assassinate me. They just couldn't.
I almost got shot.
So fucking bad. So I just can't.
She's an effing bitch. There it is. So listen, this is more representative.
Shut up, David Packman. No one wants to hear you. I love his fucking golf
Your game
shirt.
was mid.
Oh, I get what you're saying now. Shut up. I love how his shirt has, like, all this president shit on it. Like, he just can't help himself but include that.
Yeah, it was probably his golf club, or golf. What's the name of the clubs? Not like the clubs you swing with, but the club you join. Is it a golf club? Because that sounds like.
Oh, a club that you join? Yeah, he's... yeah, it's
Golf.
called a golf club.
That's confusing.
The course people typically refer to it as.
Okay, well, his course probably was like riding his dick and.
Well, he owns a
Offered.
bunch of golf courses.
Oh,
That's where he gets a lot of his money now.
that shit is embarrassing. Anyways,
Next one. Here's another fun little. You motherfucker. Here's another fun little interview he was on.
I can already tell this is gonna be bad. Elon, you did good. Oh man, I felt the urge to gag.
Elon, you did good. Elon, you great. I don't know if you're saying this, but you're really good.
That's an Elon. Wow.
Look at fucking XQC's goblin ass in the background, just fucking like coattail riding ass motherfucker, dude.
Is that XQC? Is that a streamer?
Yeah, he's like the.
Okay, I thought I.
Listen,
I thought
chat,
I,
look, chat, you're not gonna believe this, chat, that guy.
I thought I recognized him. I was like, what the fuck is he doing there?
This is
Also, that is nauseating.
what?
A Cybertruck covered in. Was that.
That
hold on.
was the Trump assassination pic. I think he gives it to him at the end of the stream as well.
That is putrid.
This is Andrew Tate's little fucking butt buddy that got him arrested again.
He managed to land an interview with fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah, because apparently Donald Trump's, I'm just going to play this for the sake of having motion going on right now. But apparently Trump's kid is like a big fan of Aiden Ross.
Why does that not surprise me?
I know, right?
He
And-
looks like he is a fan of Aiden Ross.
Which, by the way, fucking people took pictures of Trump standing next to some other people. Was thinking about this because Barron Trump is like 6'8" apparently, but Trump was standing next to some other people whose heights that we do know, and there's no way this fucker is 6'4" or whatever the fuck. Trump is like 5'11" probably.
So he just lied about his height?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was like
Right.
this interview that people were noticing, like, Aiden Ross is not tall, and Trump is barely taller than him when they're standing at the end of this interview together.
Damn.
But it's just ball wash. The whole interview itself is just ball washing bullshit. Aiden Ross is just kissing his ass, obviously, to the point that he literally, that joke I made earlier about the Rolex and the Cybertruck, that was from this video. That was where I got
Aiden Ross literally gave Trump a Rolex and a Cybertruck.
Yes. That Cybertruck
God,
at the
dude.
end, because, you know, it's fair that he's rich enough to do that. But you know what's funny is he probably broke a bunch of campaign laws doing that shit. Because you're only allowed to give a politician, like, a couple grand at most.
Uh-huh.
But apparently, like, the Cybertruck and the Rolex totaled, like, over 100 grand probably. And so he broke some very serious laws giving Trump those gifts.
Which is ironic, because Trump would probably never wear the Rolex and never drive the Cybertruck. Because they're both, well, I don't know.
Wretched.
I'm not a big watch guy. I have no idea.
I don't like watches very much. I have one watch that works really well that I'm cool with.
I don't understand the appeal, honestly.
Having a expensive watch that you, like, keep on display at home just because it's a nice thing to have, I still wouldn't do that. I would rather have that, like, fucking thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in my bank account, personally.
I mean, it's a nice watch is just a bracelet that tells time. So
Pretty much, yeah. It's more decorative than it is, because most people don't fucking check the time on their watch.
yeah, and there's way cooler jewelry you can
Yeah,
wear.
here he is giving him the watch here. I didn't even realize I clicked on this.
Dude.
Yeah, apparently that watch is like 40 fucking grand.
I hope it bothers Aiden Ross how much of a cuck he is.
Yeah, never fucking, like, made it on his own, just fucking, like, coddles people's balls to get to the top.
Yeah, he just
All the
gives
way to the
people
top.
rim jobs until they give him money. And then gives them money and rim jobs
I
so
think
that
this-
he gets more money.
I don't think this little vulture has enough fucking self-awareness to care that no one gives a shit about him specifically.
I hope he doesn't think that he's smart. Like, I hope he doesn't think he's making, like, some,
He
like,
can-
brilliant... Oh, God, that is
I
so
hate XQC
cringe.
goats so goddamn much. But yeah, these two fuckers can barely read. There's no way that they would try to claim they're smart.
Well, that's good.
Aiden Ross is smart at streaming. He knows how to get fucking dumb people watching him, so I can give him that. And yeah, here he is getting the truck. There's one part where they're dancing that's really funny.
I like watching Trump's, like, hand movements in fast forward.
That is why I play it on this. It's more entertaining when they're sped up.
Yeah, there's no chance that Trump is 6'4".
Yeah, Aiden Ross is, like I said, like 5'8" or something. And Trump's barely taller than he is.
Yeah, I always felt that was a little strange. That always, like, struck me wrong. Because Trump also has, like, abysmal posture. So, like, I don't see how you could be that tall, that fat, and have that bad a posture and not be in a wheelchair at this age.
Look at them doing Trump's
Oh,
classic
man.
jerk-off hand.
Holy shit. I would...
What are they saying
Oh
here?
my god, dude. I would drown myself. I would
If there was a
personally-
clip of you doing that.
Yeah.
The YMCA, man. That's YMCA is the best.
Oh yeah, they're talking about Trump's driving playlist now.
No, I think is it this one?
When my homies die and I gotta keep jerking off their ghosts.
Trump is going to keep TikTok going. Whereas Biden
God.
have no idea what it means. And
I hate that people watch this fucking dolt so much.
I cannot understand why anyone would find him cool. He is so... He is a cancer to coolness.
I feel like most people don't watch these streamers because they like or respect them, really.
I mean, like, there are a lot of, like, streaming communities where they'll just, like, watch a person demolish their life, but he's, like, getting successful off of being a total ball hog.
Nah, that motherfucker is pure success.
Which is crazy.
I know, he's unwatchable.
Every time I see him, I get queasy.
It is a nauseating fact, isn't it?
He eats nothing but losses, and he's somehow still getting rich off of it. Remember that video of him, like, getting his teeth knocked out by a bouncer?
That was Sneeko.
Oh, I can't tell these fuckers apart.
Yeah, no. Sneeko is somehow more pathetic than this guy, but he's also very successful.
Wow. Damn.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Is this still on? No, it's good. All right. A couple more clips here, and then we're done. This is just more Trump bitching. I think this is the clip.
They said, oh, the crowd was so big. And I've spoken to the biggest crowds. Nobody's spoken to crowds
Yeah,
bigger than me. I'm so glad you asked. What did you have yesterday? 2,000 people? We had in Harrisburg 25,000 people, and 20,000 people couldn't get in. We had so many. Nobody ever mentions that.
This is his
When
new.
she gets 1,500 people. They said, oh, the crowd was so big. I have 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the crowd size.
Man, I
That's-
find this shit is really unfunny.
Yeah, I can't stand these, like, talk show host jokes, because they're so, like, filtered and...
Jon
devoid
Stewart
of
is
humor.
one of the best of them, and I still don't find him funny at all.
I don't think I've ever laughed at one of these, like, Daily Show or Nightly Show or whatever jokes. They're
Turbo
like purified
cancer.
drinking water of humor.
Distilled drinking water.
Yeah, there's like literally no flavor to it. You literally cannot taste anything.
That is funny to see, though. He's just bitching about like the crowd sizes now. Like, yeah, I actually have bigger crowds than she does. You're all stupid. You're all gay. If you think that she attracts more people than me,
She had 20,000 people, and I had like 25,000 people.
Most of them
and that's like 30 times as many.
most of them were AI anyways. Guys, listen.
They're all robots. She built robots. She talked to Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
She went back to her home planet and she asked some of her alien weirdo family members, guys, I need some of your high yellow mulatto asses back on Earth. We gotta fake these crowd sizes.
6 years. It's all he knows.
Why did you start playing it with his not good humor?
Let's just talk over it because I really don't want to hear any of this. There's another clip.
Ah, there we go.
Thank God. But yeah, that was one of the things Trump has been on about for the past few weeks. This is, here's the other one. He's literally just fantasizing about Biden coming back, because he knows he's cooked at this point. Imagine being in that fucking dire of straits.
Please give me the
Biden-
meat puppet.
Biden,
please bring
please-
him back.
Come back here, Joey. We need you. Everyone wants you back.
Remember when we used to play video games in the AI voice chat with Obama?
All those were real. Those were real clips of us playing. Guys, we're best friends behind the scenes.
I'm sorry I called you Sleepy Joe.
I won't do.
It doesn't matter anymore, but what do you like better, Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe? Sleepy Joe, Crooked Joe.
Oh my god, I fucking called it.
Why is he workshopping names for the guy he's not running against?
I fucking knew he... How did I know he was gonna say Sleepy Joe?
I hear he's going to make a comeback at the Democrat convention. He's going to walk into the room and he's going to say, I want my presidency back. I want another chance to debate Trump. I want another chance.
Jesus. It's like a jump scare, dude.
Poor Trump misses his fucking BFF so much, man. It's so sad.
We used to play Fortnite, and it was so cracked.
Remember when we used to play tag on the White House lawn together? I'd say, Joe, you're losing a step or two. I have to slow myself down so he can catch me.
Yeah, then the Secret Service would have to come out and get us because we both fell and broke our hips, so they had to replace them with young people hips.
Joe, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Calm down. Sorry, got a bit excited, people, but that's okay.
I need to eat this donut while I run. No other part to that. Just donut while you run.
I think we covered a couple months ago. It wasn't a couple months ago, like months ago. You know the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, the guy who was, like, wearing heels and shit?
Yeah. I totally forgot that he's Florida's governor.
Yeah, right.
He fits that bill so fucking much.
Remember how he tried to announce on X and it was a fucking disaster because Elon doesn't know what he's doing?
Announce what?
He tried to announce his presidency on X, and it didn't work for the first 4 fucking hours, and it kept crashing. And then people couldn't hear it.
Yeah!
Well, Trump went to announce that he's going back to X, and the same fucking thing happened.
Hell yeah, dude.
It didn't work for a while, and then the audio was fucked up, and then they finally start talking, and it's just a glaze session for 2 fucking hours where Trump says some shit, and his dumb bitch friend Elon Musk sits on the side of the table going, exactly.
They're not friends. Let's be real here.
Elon gives him a lot of money. They probably are friends just for that reason.
Friends, in quotes.
But we think of it.
But yeah, it was funny because Elon still can't figure out how to do a live stream in current year. An audio-only live stream is one of the easiest fucking things to program for a website, and he can't fucking do it.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's almost like he's a complete idiot.
It's funny, too, because after they finally get started talking, not only is the audio bad, but if you listen closely, it sounds like Trump's fucking dentures are falling out the whole time.
No, what they did with this guy, and I'm no fan of his, and he was a horrible president, the worst president in history. And one of the reasons he was so bad, first of all, the Israeli attack would have
Holy
never
shit.
happened. Russia would never have attacked Ukraine, and we'd have no inflation.
Nothing bad would have happened if I was president.
And we wouldn't have had Afghanistan.
It sounds like he's got like peanut butter on the roof of his mouth.
It sounds like his dentures are just slipping out.
That or he's just not wearing them because he's at home.
Yeah.
He's not in person.
There was a picture of him, like, on the phone, like, he was, like, all dressed up, like, talking to him on the phone. And I guess they forgot to put his fucking denture glue in.
Is there footage of his dentures falling out? Because
No.
I would fist fight someone to see that.
No, unfortunately.
Ah, damn it.
But, is there any more talking? Yes. I don't know how much else there is,
And then you do want silencing of certain voices.
Jesus Christ.
Usually those are voices that... But that's okay. That's the way I get treated, and I don't mind that at all. What I can tell you is this. We cannot have a Democrat. We cannot have her. She's incompetent. She's as bad as Biden.
She's incompetent.
She hasn't done an inch.
I grab him by the pussy. I don't even wait. Holy shit, man.
You can hear like the dentures like rattling against each other.
Didn't go well for him, predictably. For example,
Grinding
listen to what he
grain in
says
his mouth.
about climate change.
Sounds
the
like somebody's
biggest
like
threat is
rolling
not global
Yahtzee
warming,
dice.
Where the ocean's going to rise one-eighth of an inch over the next 400 years. The big
That is a
you'll have more-
terrible picture of him.
Yeah, he looks like he's fucking dying. Holy shit. I love that that Elon Musk, the electric car guy, has to sit here and entertain the idea that climate change isn't real.
Yeah, it's almost as if he's a soulless moron.
more oceanfront property, right? The
Wow,
biggest
his
threat
dentures were
is
really
not that
falling
the
out
threat
this
is
whole
nuclear
time.
warming.
I swear
He
to God, this
never
man is a
fixes
fucking
it.
Idiot. While I agree,
Sorry, Mike. I'm here to steal your clips, not listen to you.
Indeed.
and
I
also
tried to
why
find the actual interview between these guys, but X is so shit that I couldn't.
Stop
So
calling it X. He does not deserve the respect
No, no,
of
no,
calling
just
it
listen
by
to
his
these elitist
stupid
pricks
made-up
laugh
name.
about the way
but it's
Twitter.
so cool and
I mean, I
futuristic.
look at what
It's
you do.
shitter now.
You want to quit?
Jesus.
You laughed
I
like a
won't mention
fucking
the name of the
goblin.
company.
That was
They go on
crazy.
strike and you say, that's okay, you're all gone.
Can we roll that
You're
back,
all gone.
actually?
So every one of you.
Here.
You just say, you want to quit?
Do that again.
Perfect timing.
Just listen to these elitist pricks laugh about the way that Elon Musk treated workers.
Oh yeah, that was one thing I very much meant to mention. I think he's actually going to say it here. But Elon Musk actually, like, got into some legal trouble after this aired because Trump literally congratulated him for breaking a workers' strike and firing the people responsible for it, which is completely illegal to do in America. We don't have a lot of rights for workers, but you're not allowed to just admit that you're breaking a strike and retaliating against striking workers because that's literally against the fucking law.
That's crazy.
And Trump is just on here congratulating him for it. And I think I can only imagine behind the scenes, Elon is like, fuck, don't say it.
If he's even smart enough to know that he did anything wrong.
I don't think he is, because he's in a lot of legal hot water right now.
Because he's stupid all the time.
The first one, I think the next episode we're going to discuss the Olympics just because of how ridiculous they were. But one of the main things was that one boxer that they kept calling trans because...
Oh, yeah. I saw Samantha Lux did a video on that.
I don't know who Samantha Lux is because I'm
You
not
should.
gay.
You should know who it is.
But Elon was one of the people calling her like a man, and for some reason he kept doing that even after it was proven she wasn't. And so that boxer is now using French cyberbullying laws to go after him, Trump, Logan Paul, J.K. Rowling. Like, a bunch of people are in a bunch of hot water for this shit. So he, like, defamed that woman, and he's in trouble because his Grok Twitter AI has no safeguards on it. Like, so people are just making whatever the fuck they want with, like, copyrighted characters. Or people who... Like, you know how Taylor Swift had literal laws written for her to protect her, likeness from being made in AI?
No.
Well, she did. And Elon Musk just didn't add any of those safeguards to his AI, so people are just making a bunch of crazy shit with it right now.
Man, what a fucking moron. Also...
He is.
The fact that France has cyberbullying laws is crazy.
They need them because everyone makes fun of them.
Yeah, and they're also assholes from what I've heard. So it's kind of surprising that they would give a shit.
Only Paris.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
holy shit. It's
Yeah, I guess.
It is 4:30. We should
Oh,
stop
fuck.
very soon.
I did not realize that. Yeah,
Sorry,
let's wrap this up.
Yes, this conversation ran a little long, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Let's finish this up.
I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike, and you say, that's okay, you're all gone.
Oh, yes, I'm
You're
sure they
all
won't
gone.
be able
So
to
everyone
narrow
would be
down
gone,
which
and you
companies
are
you're
the
talking
greatest. You
about.
would be very good. Oh, you would
It
love
would be
Trump
a
was
company
laughing.
he owns, so regardless, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, after he said that, a bunch of, like, fucking, unions who were working for the company that Elon, of these companies, of these workers that Elon laid off, immediately filed lawsuits against him.
As you should.
Because that's basically an admittance that he broke the law.
Yeah.
It is... Alright, it looks like that's, like, pretty much the last clip of Trump, but... Isn't it crazy how many of these fucking news stories end with us talking shit about Elon Musk?
It's insane. All he had to do was nothing, and he would have been infinitely better off than he is.
I think you say that every time we discuss him.
It's
because
crazy.
the point, I'm not saying that to, like, fucking call you out. I'm saying that because it is, like, an ever salient point about this fucking guy.
It's like he's starving to death, and the only thing he can eat is complete
Sand?
losses. Losses every time.
I'm starving to death as he shovels sand and salt into his mouth. Kamala immediately jumped on this by not only making fun of the shit Trump was talking about, but her campaign was also just making fun of Elon and his shitty site. Like, just making fun of the fact that the fucking announced live stream wasn't working. And how incompetent Elon must be to not be able to run a fucking live stream in 2024.
If she loses, I will believe in God. I will believe that God exists and that he hates us.
I think you've said that before as well.
Yeah. Because it's poignant.
Yeah. That is God, I can't wait to see how Elon somehow gets involved in next week's fucking stories, because Jesus Christ. This is like the 4th episode in a row that has ended with Elon trashing.
It's gonna be a story about how a famous politician has been just like stealing people's dogs and eating them on their front lawn, and Elon Musk has come out in full support of him.
I was helping him, actually.
I was there. I'm doing the Trump voice for him.
We were doing that impression for like half of this episode.
I was there. I was giving him money to do it.
I was helping him. He was letting me eat some of the dog.
I was giving him my money so that he could do it. I want to give him $10 billion and a Cybertruck with his face on it.
I genuinely don't think there is a world where we don't see Elon in prison in the next 10 years, because this fucker seems to think he's rich enough to just, like, play fast and loose with, like, any law he wants, which so far, to be fair,
is completely true.
Yes, but most of them are smart enough to hide it somewhat, and he isn't.
They're getting less smart about it, but I think Elon's, like, a main, like, folly here is that he keeps pissing off other millionaires.
Yes.
Which is the fastest
and selling
way
them
to
junk
get yourself,
fucking cars.
Yeah, it's the fastest way to get yourself in trouble.
Alright, that makes up for this week's videos. I'm going to try very hard to make the next episode less political, but holy fuck, I really hope that politics is a little less ridiculous for the next couple weeks, because goddamn, I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah, we'll see. If the world is good, we won't have to do it, so be on your best behavior.
Alright, that's all I have to say. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, y'all
Okay,
have
bye.
a good one.
Bye.